In the era we are exploring, warfare wasn't a matter of brute force alone. It was a complicated spectacle of diverse tactics and strategies designed to outmaneuver rivals. Battles were fought not only on the ground but also in the minds of the soldiers and commanders. Physical combat was the most visible aspect of this warfare. Soldiers trained to perfection matched strength and strategy in bloody conflicts. With swords clashing and shields colliding, the battlefield was a symphony of violence. Each battle was a test of endurance, where the strongest prevailed and the weak fell. Psychological warfare, however, was just as critical as physical combat. Kings and generals instilled fear in their enemies through intimidation tactics, demoralizing their opponents even before the battle began. This form of warfare was as much about the mind as it was about the battlefield. Furthermore, the era was marked by the use of espionage. Spies infiltrated enemy ranks, gathering crucial information and sometimes sabotaging enemy plans. Their role was often overlooked, yet they could turn the tide of war with the right piece of information. Strategic planning was another critical facet of this warfare. Commanders orchestrated their troops like a conductor with an orchestra, ensuring every movement was precise and purposeful. Kings would inspire their troops by leading from the front, using their presence as a morale booster. Among the various units in a typical army, chariots, cavalry, and infantry were the most common ones. Each had their specific roles and contributed collectively to the overall battle strategy. Siege warfare, however, was another crucial aspect, during which kings employed catapults, battering rams, and towers to breach fortified positions. Siege warfare was employed when cities or fortresses needed to be captured, making it an essential part of any campaign. The art of warfare was a complex affair, a blend of strength, strategy, and cunning. Now let's delve further into this fascinating topic. Siege warfare was another crucial aspect, with kings employing catapults, battering rams, and towers to breach fortified positions. But how did these kings expand their territories? This is a question that has intrigued historians and scholars alike, leading them to delve deep into the annals of history to unearth the strategies, tactics, and methods employed by these rulers. The key to their success was a calculated mix of brute military might and adept diplomatic skill, two elements that, when combined, resulted in an indomitable force. Military might was showcased through their expansive armies, each soldier trained to perfection, marching under the banner of their king, ready to lay down their lives for the glory of their kingdom. The sight of these armies was enough to strike fear into the hearts of the most hardened of warriors, and the resulting victories further expanded the territories of these kings. However, military might was just one side of the coin. On the other side was diplomatic skill. The art of diplomacy was an essential tool in the arsenal of these kings. The tactful manipulation of alliances, negotiations, and treaties was often what tipped the scales of power. They utilized the belief of divine right or lineage as a justification for their expansionist policies. This belief was a potent tool, as it gave their actions a religious sanction, making it virtually unquestionable. The process of territorial expansion wasn't just about military conquests. The kings also integrated the conquered peoples into their kingdoms in various ways. Marriage alliances were one such method, a clever strategy that served the dual purpose of cementing alliances and integrating cultures. They also established colonies in the conquered lands, thereby physically extending their reign. Furthermore, they imposed their own culture and laws onto these conquered peoples. This acted as a powerful tool for cultural assimilation and administration, forging a common identity among the diverse peoples under their rule. The process involved not just military conquest, but also integrating conquered peoples through marriage alliances, establishing colonies, and imposing their culture and laws. Throughout history, there have been kings who have written their stories in golden letters and have left an indelible mark on the world. Standout figures among them are kings such as Alexander the Great, Cyrus the Great, and Ashoka the Great. These monarchs, through their reigns, have significantly contributed to shaping the world as we know it today. Alexander the Great, the Macedonian king who wore multiple crowns, is a figure that history remembers with reverence. He was not just a king, but a statesman, a philosopher, and a great warrior who created one of the largest empires of the ancient world. His military strategies, his leadership qualities, and his zealous pursuit of expansion are topics of study and admiration even today. He was a visionary who dreamed of unifying the world under one empire, and he came close to realizing this dream.